Hello and welcome to the France 24 newsroom, where it's time now for a look at what's making today's front pages here in France in our French press review. And for that, I'm joined by our press reviewer, Nicholas Rushworth. Hello, Nicholas.
Good morning, Laura.
Right, so France, of course, currently on the front line of the stock market pressures, with the banking sector especially hit. Now, how's that been reflected in today's papers?
Well, the front pages are covering the market turmoil. I can go to La Tribune, the business daily. It has a headline, La crise s'écrase les prix, and a picture of the Bourse there in Paris, the French stock exchange. Le Figaro on its front page has intense speculation on French banks, with that with the graph and the red line sinking there. Now, Société Générale has been the worst affected by the roller coaster ride in the markets. It was obliged this week to deny its financial stability was at risk. And James Creedon in our Media Watch slot yesterday reported on how the UK's Mail on Sunday could have inadvertently caused Société Générale's stocks to plummet. Now, the paper said the bank, one of Europe's largest, was in a perilous state and possibly on the brink of disaster. It's been suggested that the paper picked that up from a summer fiction series in Le Monde prepared back in May. Now, Le Monde was imagining a situation in 2012 where the euro may have collapsed. The weekly paper, L'Expansion, in its website, is pointing out about this Daily Mail Le Monde story that the bank's share value sank on Wednesday after the Daily Mail issued its apology. Expansion says an accumulation of bad news for the bank, Société Générale, gave that rumour credibility.
Damage already done there.
Damage, yeah, absolutely. Le Figaro also covering this story about the impact of rumours. Rumours, of course, part of the market's functioning for centuries. But here, they're the headline. When Twitter and the craziest rumour stir the markets. It reports that a series of tweets over a few hours raised the prospect of a SocGen bust, and so much so that it became almost probable, and it lost over 20% of its share value.
Absolutely amazing how these things can snowball on the stock market. Now, another newspaper, the Journal du Dimanche, they've been asking Le Monde what it thinks of its summer fiction being used by the Daily Mail in the UK in that way and being misinterpreted to such dreadful effect, really.
Well, the Journal du Dimanche website is turned to Le Monde to ask that question, and it's saying that all will be revealed in its Saturday edition, so it's holding on to the juice there so that it can pump it over the weekend. And it basically says it had no way of knowing that its summer fiction series back in May could have led to this catastrophic misinterpretation. No way would it have wanted there to be a confusion about what was news and what was fiction for it. You know, the Le Monde basically in its piece wanted to just kind of see how in 2012, should the banks have crashed, how the euro would kind of unravel.
Fiction becoming fact there, perhaps too quickly. Well, let's move on to the left-wing paper, Libération. They're looking at another aspect of the financial turbulence, and that's the credit rating agencies. Of course, they've been key players over the last few weeks in terms of what's happened to countries' finances.
This is the front page of the left-wing daily here in France. Libération, not a AAA, a 000. Fitch ratings, Standard & Poor's, Moody's, they get a 000. There's a two-page investigative report about them saying the hidden face, the face cachée of these agencies. And it basically, it's a kind of polite investigation, but it delivers a few crumbs of criticism, saying that they're eggheads, these analysts in these agencies. They're panicking the planet, and they have to work to speed, unlike analysts in the IMF and in the World Bank. It quotes a research economist who's looked into the three agencies and who says that basically Standard & Poor's is short-termist and will change its ratings more quickly. And at the end of that piece, there's a statement by a former analyst who says basically the workload has doubled, errors crop in just because there's so much to do.
Right. Wow. So the banking crisis definitely preoccupying all the French newspapers.
Yeah, the Le Parisien aujourd'hui en France, again, there I can just quickly show you. It's how to understand the crisis in France, and its double-page spread inside is saying, is France going to survive a recession?
Gosh, the recession word cropping up again. Thank you very much indeed, Nicholas Rushworth, for that look at all today's top French newspapers and their front pages. And that's it from us for now. Many thanks for watching. Do stay with us here on France 24.